So here is a brief walkthrough on the different string handling functions. So few of the common string handling functions involve strcat for concatenation of two strings, strcmp for the comparison of two strings, strcpy which enables you to copy one string to another, strlen which extracts the length of the string. So here is an illustration of the strcat function used to concatenate two strings. So the default working of an strcat is something which looks like this. strcat is the function string1 comma string2. You need to specify a character array here as well as a character array here. Alternatively, you can also have a string constant here. So the way it works is it copies string2 to string1. So ideally string1 would have been terminated with a null character, but when you try to concatenate the string2 to string1, the null character at the end of string1 is left out and string2 is joined to the end of the string1, and instead a null character is appended at the end of string2. So suppose we have two character arrays src initialized to programming and yet another character array dest initialized to Java, and you use a function like strcat dest comma src. So src, the content of src gets appended to dest. Therefore what you ultimately see in dest is Java programming. So you try to print the string dest with the format specifier %s. It is no more Java, it is Java programming, because programming is appended to the end of Java. So strcmp. This strcmp function compares two strings which are identified by string1 and string2. Provided the two strings are equal, the function always returns a 0. In all other cases, it returns a non-zero value. Here are few illustrations for the strcmp function's usage. strcmp name1 comma name2, where both name1 and name2 are strings or character arrays. strcmp comparing a particular character array against a string constant. strcmp trying to compare two string constants. This is also another illustration of the same. So anything that is quoted within double quotes is taken to be a string constant. So our major concern is to determine whether the strings are equal, if not, which is alphabetically above. So the value of the mismatch is rarely important. That's the reason we say it either returns a 0 or some non-zero value. So the way it works is it keeps checking for the first character of the first string constant against the first character of the second string constant. Now that they are equal, it proceeds to the next location. H matches against H, therefore it proceeds further. E is again matched against E, therefore the check proceeds further. Now I does not match with R, therefore it gets you the difference between the ASCII value of I and the ASCII value of R. So that is how it returns a non-zero value, and the comparison simply stops at this stage. The strcpy function, this tries to copy string 2 to string 1. So string 2 may be a character array variable or a string constant. So here is an illustration. strcpy city comma Delhi would copy Delhi to the variable or to the character array named city. So similarly, the statement strcpy city1 comma city2 would assign the contents of whatever is in city2 to city1 as well. strlen is a function which extracts the length of the string. Therefore, in its common usage, such as here, n is equal to strlen of string. N is an integer because we expect the integer to be there. So this receives the value of the length of the string. So few other string functions which are usually used available in string.h are strncpy, strncat, strncmp and strstr. So strncpy function, with the strncpy function, it tries to extract the first n characters from the string s2 and copy